Brad Pitt is 61 years old. And just when the world thought his love life had settled into silence, he was spotted with someone completely unexpected. She's not an actress, not a supermodel, and most people had never even heard her name before this year. But, make no mistake, Hollywood insiders say she may be the woman who finally changes everything for Brad Pitt. So, who is Ines de Ramon? Why is she suddenly the center of Hollywood gossip? And what does this romance reveal about Brad Pitt's real life behind the cameras? Stick with me because the story you're about to hear is not what you expect. Brad Pitt's relationships have been Hollywood headlines for over 3 decades, from his fairy tale marriage to Jennifer Aniston, to the scandalous affair with Angelina Jolie, to the brutal divorce that dragged on for years. Every chapter has been public, messy, and exhausting. And after the Jolie custody battles, most fans assumed Brad would never risk love under the spotlight again. But here's the twist. Insiders say Brad was done with Hollywood women, which is exactly why Ines caught him off guard, because unlike every woman before, Ines doesn't come from Hollywood at all. Ines de Ramon isn't a household name yet. She's a 34-year-old jewelry executive, known in luxury circles but practically invisible to tabloids until now. Born in Spain, fluent in several languages, she built a quiet career far from the Hollywood spotlight. In fact, before Brad, her only public tie to fame was her short-lived marriage to Vampire Diaries actor Paul Wesley. So, why Brad Pitt? Friends close to the actor say that's exactly the point. She's educated, private, and most importantly doesn't need Brad's fame to validate her identity. For a man who's been burned by celebrity romance, that's magnetic. But this romance didn't begin in Hollywood. It began at a very private dinner. It was late 2022, at a small dinner party in Beverly Hills. No red carpet, no press, just a handful of trusted friends. Brad met Ines through mutual connections in the art and jewelry world. Sources say the chemistry was instant. Not movie star flashy, but calm, intimate, the kind of connection Brad hadn't had in years. And here's the kicker, for months, they kept it completely under wraps. No Instagram hints, no leaks, nothing. Until one shocking moment changed everything. Because when Brad finally stepped out with Ines in public, it wasn't just a date. It was a statement. Fast forward to early 2023. Brad and Ines were photographed at a Bono concert in LA, holding hands. The photos went viral overnight. Fans called it Brad's comeback romance, while others doubted it would last. But what surprised everyone? Brad's openness. Remember, this is a man who fought tooth and nail for privacy during his Angelina divorce. Yet here he was, smiling, casual, not hiding. And that was the biggest signal of all. This relationship was serious enough for Brad to risk the spotlight again. But if you think this is just a fling, here's where the story takes a turn. Hollywood romances usually play out like PR campaigns. But this one, totally different. Insiders describe Ines as grounded, even normal. She doesn't chase cameras, avoid social media, and has a steady career of her own. Brad, after years of messy headlines, is reportedly drawn to her low-key lifestyle. Friends claim she's the first partner who treats him as just Brad, not the movie star, not the scandal. That shift at 61 may be exactly what he's been searching for. And yet, there's still one question everyone is asking: where is this headed? Sources close to Brad say he's cautious but hopeful. At 61, marriage isn't the goal. Stability is. For Ines, this could be her most public chapter yet, but friends insist she's unfazed. The couple has now been spotted at fashion events, concerts, even family gatherings. Each sighting suggests this isn't temporary. Hollywood may be waiting for the breakup headline, but those who know Brad best believe this romance has staying power. And here's the twist nobody saw coming. Some insiders say Brad sees Ines not as a rebound, but as the woman who finally gives him peace after decades of chaos. So, is Ines de Ramon the love story that rewrites Brad Pitt's Hollywood legacy? Or is this just another chapter in the world's longest-running celebrity saga? One thing's certain. This is only the beginning, and I'll be covering every update as it unfolds.